Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce CRM session 238. So basically in today's video, we will actually try to understand something related to SAQL, related to dates. So we will do certain SAQL, we will write certain SAQL queries related to date, and of course we will take the help of the SAQL developer guide. So I have this SAQL developer guide with me. We will try to cover a few scenarios. I will not exactly replicate what they have done, but similar to whatever things have been explained. So for example, analyze your data over time. This is the one of the situation, and they have written one query over here, like on which weekday do customers send the most emails. Now, of course, I won't be utilizing this data set. I'll be utilizing my own opportunity data set. So let's change this. Like, let's say on which weekday do customer, on which weekdays was uh, most opportunity was or will be closed. Okay, something like that. So what I'm going to write is, let me change this question. On which weekday, sorry, on which weekday, on which weekday was or will be something like this. On which weekday most opportunity records had or will be closed, had closed or will be closed. Okay, something like that. Because the closed date can be for future, but we are not interested. We are just interested to see like what are the opportunities which have their closed date on which of the weekdays. Okay, which is the weekdays which is recording the maximum close date. Okay, that's another way to project this. Now, what I'm going to do is here, if you see what they have done, they are utilizing this function called day in week. So first of all, let's understand in Google. We will search it in Google directly, like this date in week, right? What it basically does. We can also do in the document, but anyways, let's directly come over here. So this is the document which you have, that first page which you open. Now, as you can see here, it says returns an integer representing the day of the week for specific date. So 1 equal to Sunday, 2 equal to Monday, and so on. I think this is a little bit incorrect over here. I feel basically the 7 is Sunday. Okay, so the seventh part is Sunday. We will check it. No issues. We will still check it once from our side as well. Now, the thing is that this is the day in week, so it returns an integer representing the day of the week for a specific date. So as you can see, we write the day of the week and we write it, and that's how it comes up. Now, if you see, that's what they have done over here as well, day in week. Now, first of all, they are converting this into second epoch, as you can see here, and finally, we are mentioning the due date over here. So in that way, we'll get the day in week. So it's converting that into sec epoch. Now with the to date, we already know that to date helps us to fetch it in date format, isn't it? So we can quickly cross check this part as well. Let me see. Okay, let me see if there's one more document related to this. Day in week. I think it's the same thing. That is fine. This is the to date over here. Now, as you can see, it converts an epoch second to a particular date. Okay, that's the thing about this to date. So that's what they have done over here. So they have taken the to date and they have taken the sec epoch as day in week, and then they're grouping by the day in week, and finally they are generating the day in week and the count. Okay, so this is the numbers which you see over here. So we will do the same thing for our query. So at first we have to load it, then we have to generate the day in week as day in week. Okay, so day underscore in underscore week, that's the function, and to date we have to write the close date sec underscore epoch. And finally, we are grouping by day in week and we are generating that. Okay. So day in week is the keyword over here. Now let's actually try that out with our data set. We will create the lens and let's see how that turns out to be. So I'm clicking over here. So this is the thing which I have. Now what I will do is I will directly go to this particular thing. Now over here, what I can do is, firstly, this is the thing. as I mentioned, q equal to, so let this be there, not an issue. So q equal to, for each q, what I will be writing is day underscore in underscore week, and then I will have that function to date, right? So to date, I'm going to mention that part of close date. Day in week, close date underscore date in epoch. Finally, I will do, so I already have this group by all. So let me just paste it over here, but it will be day in week right now, okay? And finally, I can generate this one. So it will be same as it is, except for the fact that I will also write the day in week over here, okay? So I think I'm done. I'm loading the opportunity for each view. So day in week, I'm first converting this close date seg epoch to date, and as writing as day in week, and I'm grouping by day in week, and I'm generating that day in week over there. Okay. Uh, I think I can write something better as well. Close date. Uh, okay, let it be like this, not an issue. Fine. I'm running this. There's an error if you see line 2, column 26. So let's understand what's the error over here. Day in week. I think probably I have not written this correctly. Let me check this day underscore in underscore week. Okay, that is fine. Then you have the to date. So to date is this. I think that's also written correctly. Not quite sure. Let's see what is the thing over here. So I think somewhere I'm missing something. Uh, let me just check this part once again. What is the thing over here which is being missed? So day in week is fine. Oh, sorry, I missed the generate part. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. For each Q generate, I missed the generate. So Q equal to load and then Q equal to this. Now let's run the query. Now, as you can see, these are the dates which are over here. Okay, so now if I go to this and if I just give it in a column mode, I get to see these are all the dates which I have. Now, to check whether one is Monday or Tuesday, I mean Sunday or Monday, that part we can do very quickly. Let's do one thing. Let's check one of the opportunity records. Okay, we can take any random opportunity records. Let's take somewhere around 2025. Okay, or let me just check in. Okay, so these are the records which I have. Now, let's see what we can get for the 2025. Okay, so let's see something. Or maybe I can check for 2024 as well. Uh, I'm not seeing anything over 2025. I can also write the SAQL query, but that's fine. I think there's no record for 2025. So let's check for 2024 itself. So I'm just taking this particular part, that is 17/9/2024. Okay. So I will write name equal to desktop 2. So what is 17/9/2024? Let's just check in the calendar. So 17/9/2024, 17/9/2024, which is so 17/9/2024. This is actually Tuesday. Okay, so let's see what is the week which we are getting. So what I will do is, q equal to filter q by name. Okay, sorry, this will be in double quotes. Okay, this will be double equal to. Now, as you can see, it is showing you as 3. So we already checked it. It was Tuesday, right? So let's check that once again. I'm sorry about it. So here, 17/9/2024, it was Tuesday. Yeah, 17/9/2024 was Tuesday. And Tuesday, they are saying it is 3rd. That means definitely one is Sunday. Okay. So yeah, one is taken as Sunday over here. So that's the thing about this. So that part is correct. I think probably here it's written a bit wrong. This was just an example, but day one is taken as Sunday, as you can clearly. So you can check for others as well, not an issue over there. So I'm running the query once again to get it completely. And yeah, this is about this one where I'm getting to see which are those days where I am having the maximum close date. Okay, so maybe I can save this. We already have a proper app for this, which is fine. And if you see what was the mistake which I was committing, so firstly, remember that first day, that one is Sunday. That is something you need to remember. And over here, like I missed that generate part, okay, which needs to be done. So that was one thing which I missed, for which I had to take the reference. Otherwise, it was more or less correct. So day in week, as we understood, it helps to convert that days. I mean, basically, it's the up to 1 to 7, you will get a number. So one is Sunday, and up till 7, which is Saturday, you will get one number over there. And when you're converting something to epoch, this 2 date will help you to actually convert that to a proper date. Okay, when you convert this particular date into epoch seconds. Now, one thing what we can try is probably like here, if you see one example, they have just mentioned the date. So we can check if just by mentioning the date, things will work out or not. Okay. So let's say I just mentioned close date. Okay. I remove this part and we will check if this is being taken upon or not, because that is something which we see over here as well. So let's run the query. So day in week, here it doesn't happen in that manner. So that is an invalid argument, okay, in our case. So as if we understand this day in week, it as an integer represents the day of the week for a specific date. But basically what we have to do is first we have to convert that into a particular date format, okay. So once that is converted into a particular date format, then only basically we can see that uh, you know thing working out over here. So for example, let's say I just go to the previous one. Let me just undo. Sorry. So over here, let's say for now I just comment out all this line. Sorry. And for this day in week, let me just go for 2 date. Let's see how that 2 date is working, how that is coming up. Okay, if I just write 2 date, as you can see, this is the format which is being given up. So over there, we can apply that particular thing of day in week. Fine. So once this format is available, we can apply that day in week, something which you are not able to directly apply when you are giving the close date over there. Okay. So yeah, that is about this one. I hope you got this. This way we will continue for next thing as well, like how long an activities take, like how to go about with the days between. Okay, we will try with our own thing related to opportunity, how many weeks did each opportunity take to close. So in that way we'll continue. So yeah, that was about this one, just to explain you one of the function which is the day in week. And yeah, in this way there are many things as well, like day in month, day in quarter. And yeah, we will just go through this again in the next video. Thank you.